fascinating.
Not even like we can blame the weather this weekend.
Talking to a man who's hobbling at the moment. This might be where David Jeffries leads it. It is, he does. David Jeffries then leads this race now on corrected time. So despite the fact that Matt Llewellyn is in front on the road, Jeffries has been slowly working out how to get out of Deers Leap the best. I think he's up the inside, into Cascades, nicely done. Underneath Matt Llewellyn, he doesn't only lead on aggregate, he leads on the track.
I think he's figured out that it's going to be ever so close. He only has to have a slight glitch and he's not going to win the race. So to lead on the track is a better thing for him. The computer couldn't separate them that time. It just gave Jeffries the lead.
It might also come down to the fact that what you were saying earlier on, it looked like that rear end of Llewellyn was spinning up a little bit. There it is then, Jeffries, Llewellyn, Richards, Vermeulen, Morley and Steve Rogan there, 5th and 6th. But really, this is a test between the Teamsters here. We've got the 2 Yamaha boys fighting it out for 1st and 2nd, and the 2 Honda boys fighting it out for 3rd and 4th, all on aggregate time.
Yeah, it's really difficult to ride under aggregate time because you don't exactly know where you are.
Well, they say riders aren't the sharpest tools in the box, really, don't they? Now then, look at this. Richards has not only gone past, just like the Yamaha boys have sorted themselves out on the road and on aggregate. That's how it's done with the Hondas as well, because Richards now has definitely got the better of Vermeulen. Vermeulen has gone back to 4th on the road as well as in aggregate. I think we'll stop talking about... Oh, big crash there. That is nasty. We're going to have a red flag here for certain. That is a big accident.
I think so then, Cascades, isn't it?
It is coming down. Oh, that is coming down Cascades, indeed. Race stop then, red flag, our 2nd of the day, and that will be a result at the aggregate time then, because I think they've gone enough distance now to actually consider that to be a result.
So Jeffries did it on exactly the right time.
Oh, couldn't have been better, could it, Scott?
Yeah, if he'd done that a lap later, it would have been game over. Although they might take it back a lap, so if all the riders have completed that lap, then the result will be Jeffries Llewellyn. So he's got to hope they're not going to take it back too far.
So by 900ths of a second, David Jeffries takes the win from Matt Llewellyn. Glenn Richards 3rd, Chris Vermeulen in 4th place. Jamie Morley, a good 5th for him. Steve Brogan 6th. Gus Scott in 7th place. Jago Chapman in 8th.
Well, Dave, congratulations. Obviously, the race cut short because of a very nasty accident, but battle on between you 2 boys. You made your move at Cascades and no turning back, really.
No, I mean, I didn't... to be honest, I just saw 5 laps to go. Thought, I've passed him now and try and get in and dig in, and then red flag. I thought, oh, not again. Pulled, everyone started jumping and cheering, and I was like, didn't really realise I'd won, to be honest. But now I'm over the moon. It's good for the Page 3 team. It's another win, and it's more important, it's more points to get me closer to Matt.
It is. I was saying, talking of Matt, what's the competition like between you 2? It must be hotting up now.
Oh, no, there's no rivalry at all.
We believe you. Thousands wouldn't. Well done, mate.
Thank you.
Well, talking of that rivalry, you are still championship leader, but he's hot on your case, isn't he?
Yeah, I know it'd be a hard race here after qualifying yesterday and the race obviously early in the year. I just got myself out in front, and I know DJ was behind me, kept looking behind me. Obviously, because it was a 2-part race, we really came back in the pit lane. I didn't know whether I'd won or David had won or what, but...
Well, he stayed in your slipstream there for quite a while, and we saw you turn round, and then he just made his move on you, didn't he?
Yeah, I was getting, like the signals were good and stuff like that, and Dave come through. I thought, well, not a problem, we've got 5 laps to go, and then the bloody red flags were out, so that was it.
Matt Llewellyn called out by the red flags there, and his championship lead is hacked down just a few points by David Jeffries. His teammate Vermeulen and Richards still 3rd and 4th. Brogan, Tinsley, Rob Frost and Scotty there round out the top 8 in the series. David Jeffries, a popular winner, even with his teammate and series leader Matt Llewellyn. Not such a good day for Honda. Next, it's the turn of the Tiddlers. The 125s have found a new star. Today, the tranquility of Oulton Park gives way to round 7 of the British Championships. If you go back to 1979, here at Oulton, you may remember a very young American who blitzed the Brits in the transatlantic match races. His name was Freddie Spencer. He went on to be a legendary Grand Prix world champion and now sponsors Jason DeSalvo. DeSalvo beat this lot last time out, but it's series leader Kenny Tibble he's got his sights firmly fixed on. What do you make of young Jason DeSalvo? I mean, we've been talking to you about the fact that basically you have no money and he appears to have a tremendous setup over there. What do you make of the ride that he had at Silverstone?
I thought he rode extremely well, you know, for a young lad. He kept his head, he kept his cool. He was, you know, he was calm all weekend. You know, he did something I didn't do, which was make a good start. So, and yeah, I mean, he certainly looks like a big talent and a good talent for the future. And you know, obviously, his dad's got a lot more money than mine, but you know, I'm sure if my dad had what he had, he'd be doing exactly the same for me as what, you know, Jason's dad's doing for himself.
Apparently you can pick your friends, but not your family. Maybe money isn't everything, but it sure helps in motorsport. Jim and Jason, things are working out very, very well for you two at the moment. I've got to have a word with Dad first. I mean, it's a hell of a commitment that you've got here for the team, and the amount of work that you've put behind Jason.
What we basically have done is put ourselves in a position to contest the British Super Cup and the European Championship. Our commitment is here for the year. We have a flat here. Our big truck is here with our sponsor, and we're here to do some winning if we can.
Well, Jace, you're certainly doing some winning at the moment. Silverstone was a brilliant ride for you. You almost done it at Snetterton as well. But I think what I want to harp on at the moment is the amount of workload that you've got for a 16-year-old at the moment. You're having to do your exams, or you had to do your exams, you were having to nip back to the States, and you've got this tremendous amount of pressure of the European Championships and British Championships. How are you faring up?
It's not so bad. At the beginning of the season, I was a bit overwhelmed by, you know, everything all coming on at once. But now that things are starting, you know, they're starting to roll a bit, I'm getting used to it.
Things certainly are rolling after Silverstone. I mean, it's... we spoke to you at Silverstone regarding the equipment that you're running at the moment, but since then we've learned as commentary team, of course, you've got to have that equipment to run in the European Championship. The rules say that you've got to have that. Do HRC give you the very latest stuff, or what's the sort of progression in kit that you get?
I'm not really sure, and I don't think anyone else is what we're getting. I mean, HRC has some stuff that, you know, people don't even know exists, but I mean, I'm sure we're getting good stuff. I mean, obviously we are, and just do the best we can with it.
I like the way that you've protected him there, Jim, from actually knowing what the hell's going on with the bikes, because he has got a lot on his plate, hasn't he? I mean, he has taken exams. As a parent, that must be quite difficult for you to balance.
Well, it's really him. He does most of the work. We try to provide the atmosphere around him that he requires to do well. The HRC thing is very simple. We're supplied with standard bits from Europe, HRC. There's no secret about it. Many of the other teams here in the pits have them, as well as in Europe. Our mechanics are doing a superb job, and Jason's doing a great job of riding. His consistency shows that. And I think with this combination, we're a force to be contended with.
But this week he's got to beat Grand Prix star Leon Haslam, back from racing his idle jet. He's on a Honda at Alton. DeSalvo second, Alan Green third, Kenny Tibble fourth. Camier, Jackson, Martin and Jennings are on row 2. Row 3, we have Owen, Stuart Easton having a good day on and off track. Davies and Robinson. On row 4, it's Pearson, Laverty, Goodall and Patrickson. That's how they start round 7. As they come under starters' orders now, Leon Haslam on pole position. Will he make it a win here at Alton Park? And the lights are green, paddling away then. Watch out for Haslam on number 19. And oh, Jason DeSalvo tries to elbow his way up the inside, but no, not having any of it. Alan Green is there in third place. So down the avenue on towards Cascades. 19 it is. Haslam that leads. Leon Haslam came under the severe pressure from 40. Jason DeSalvo, the winner from Silverstone, in second place now. Alan Green is there in third place. Out of Fulston chicane, and it is Jason DeSalvo building right behind race leader Leon Haslam. Over hilltop now. DeSalvo tucked right into slipstream of Haslam. Haslam keeping it tight to the inside line as they come down towards Knickerbrook. Then it's Alan Green, 26. Christopher Martin's there. 44. Stuart Easton. 10 is Kenny Tibble, the series leader, and making no impact on the bikes in front of him. Just lap more of a whole 15-lap race here. Still leading is Leon Haslam, but under severe pressure from number 40, Jason DeSalvo, the Silverstone round winner. DeSalvo comes to the outside of Leon Haslam, down towards Old Hall. Is he going to try and make a pass? No, Haslam's got it covered. This is a 5-way scrap for the lead now. Leon Haslam, well, he came back to England from the Grand Prix. He rides an idle jet in the Grand Prix. He's not been successful there. But here in Britain, he's riding an old Honda 125, and he's brought it out of the stable here to Alton Park, and he is under the severest of pressure. Stuart Easton though. Well, Stuart Easton qualified well down in 10th place on the Demon Vimto Honda.